based products to clean pitch off, and I've actually found that any vegetable oil will work great, but this combination of an old beeswax candle and vegetable oil is, you can see the metal's very happy.
It's quite an old head.
Yeah, this is another head that, this one and that one came out of the metal bin when I was taking stuff in an old car, and it almost got by me, and that would have been a shame over there. This one, I don't know, I haven't quite, the jury's still out on whether it's really worth a lot.
You can find some good trades at yard sales. A lot of people don't, they want to get rid of them.
That's been the subject of
yard sales, find a lot of good sled.
Or you're going to set it up on a, often it's a flat vise like that, where you've got a clamps there to get a good working space. And with all cutting and sharpening, having your work held fast is the most important thing to doing a good job. But once you've got that in your vise, you're going to dive right in, and you're just going to take that right down to nothing until that little divot is gone. And it seems frightening, and it'll take you about an hour and a half of hard filing with a good file to do the work you got to do. But once you've got that flat, then you just want to work your cheeks in, starting from basically the back. If you look at the crescent I drew with the marker, and it's actually really helpful to use a marker while you're right there, and that way you can see as you take away that material what you're actually taking away. And I really encourage people to do this job with gloves always, and I'm a big proponent of actually cutting with a file into the blade as opposed to out.
I'm just fortunate that I could have access to that source. Normally you don't, but you can just take. Now Nancy brought that over to me. She didn't understand that for these things you need nose that puppy this long. But you can do the same thing. Because what you do is you just build a supply. Like I have that box over there.
But you know, you can see how much fun it is to do something like this. You have the hand applique, the hand embroidery, lace and beads, and just fun stuff.
The flowers are embroidered there.
Yeah, the ducks and buttons that are, you know, there's a little turtle button and some butterflies. And on the edge here we have some little shells they have shells that you can buy to sew onto stuff. So it's just to remind us of what
Wonderful.
of our childhood. You find all kinds of fabric out there. And then here's the label. So I took a picture of us and a little bit of poetry from Wordsworth, representing our
Poem you took. And a song and summer days when we were young. Sweet childish days that were as long as 20 days are now. Very nice.
Pounds of bread for the volunteer kitchen for common ground.
I wasn't sure because it doesn't have a mass that these do. Hey, Dust?
Yeah.
Those clay ovens you can bake bread also,
Oh,
right?
sure. Yeah. You can make them any way you want. You can build them with chimneys. You can make them really, mold them any way you want. The ones they do at the fair, they just do just little demos.
Yeah.
But what you do is you make a sand mold.
I got a book
The
on it.
ratio of the opening to the door has to be just right, so you get laminar flow. If it's too flat, it doesn't work right. If it's too high, the dome doesn't heat. But yeah, you get the ratio. That ratio's been known since Roman times. I mean, before.
We just did a trip to St. John in the Virgin Islands with Michael. I'm terrible with flowers. I thought something came out of there with that. I long since gave it away because, of course, I know better now.
I saw you sneaking in there, Dusty.
Sorry?
I saw you sneaking in there.
Yeah. I had to take it off that.
Right.
We have a wood cook store.
I'll put it back on there.
Cooking bacon.
That's how he started with that. And what what we did was
I think it's pretty well done.
That looks like it to me.
because it works kind of the same as this.
That's probably how. Where would you like it to go?
I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
All right.
You're gonna want to come. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's gonna be even better this year. All wrapped
Now you see the difference between adding a lot of flour. Right, I don't think that was part of the weight, right? I don't know. But I'm just saying, as opposed to how we were doing it. I don't want to.
Okay, have at it. You have the con.
Now, should he wet his hands or drop flour?
No, just
flour.
use the flour from here.
Okay.
I just wanted to show you it's possible to handle and make this a 7 plus hydration dough.
No, that's great. Now, what's the board made out of?
That is a hardwood proofing board
Okay.
that I have a bunch of them, and actually I raise my bread right on them. I just flour them down.
Yep.
And if you're doing wet baguettes or something like that, you'd put a linen couche on it.
Yep.
And you'd make folds.
Yep.
Put it right on the proofing board.
And so if you do it on the linen, it's just flouring the linen. And would you knead on the linen board too? No, you put the bread on after you've kneaded it.
And linen's great. You know, bagels are actually baked on boards that have are linen staple to them. Where you soak them. You put the bagels on the linen.
Okay.
After they've been boiled and washed. They're not real bagels as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.